Hey everybody, welcome to Muck Club. Today we are going to do a kind of a light review. We're not eating a big meal, and the reason is, most of you know already that I'm a pastor of a church, and today we are having a dinner. We have our annual church picnic today. It's this afternoon, late afternoon, at 5 p.m. And so with me going to be eating at that, I didn't want to eat a huge lunch. And so I decided this would be a good opportunity to try something light. Well, the other day I was at Walmart getting my groceries for the next week or two. And as I was heading out, I saw a display that had some beef jerky on display. And so it caught my eye because it's Sweet Baby Ray's. And if you never had Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce before, it's very, very good. One of the premium, one of the best barbecue sauces I've ever had. Probably the best I've ever had, actually. And so I went ahead and picked up a bunch of packages of this Sweet Baby Ray's beef jerky. And they've got the different flavors here. I'll go ahead and show them to you. It's Bridgeford brand that makes them. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different packages here. And they're different types of beef jerky. And they're all flavored. They're Bridgeford brand beef jerky. And they're flavored with Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And that ought to serve for a thumbnail right there. Okay, so what we got is, obviously, you want to get the original. And so we'll try that first. And I do like the beef jerky. Growing up on a farm, that sort of thing. You have venison jerky is something that our family has done. And, venison is not as good as beef, homegrown beef. But it is good. And my brother makes some really great beef jerky. And so I thought I'd go ahead and try this. There's different brands out there. I mean, you can stop at a gas station and get different types of beef jerky, different brand names. And I've tried some different ones before. So I'm interested in trying this out, especially since it's made with the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So we got the original. We got sweet teriyaki. And I do like teriyaki. So I imagine that will be one of my favorites. We got roasted garlic. And we got honey barbecue. Sweet and spicy. And finally, we got the smokehouse sausage sticks. So instead of the jerky, this actually comes in I don't know if you can see them there inside the package. The little round sticks, kind of like Slim Jim sort of things. And so we're going to try each one of these today and see how they are. Now the sausage sticks are 4-ounce packages. And I think the rest of them are all identical, 2.85 ounces. Looks like. Yep, 2.85 ounces for all the jerky. So 2.85 ounces for the jerky and 4 ounces for the sausage sticks. Now the price on these, again, I got them at Walmart on the display just as you're getting up to the registers. $3.94 for each package. So about 3 ounces on the beef jerky and 4 ounces on the sausage sticks for $3.94 each. Seems like a decent price for me. So let's go ahead and get into these and check them out. And we're going to go ahead and start with the original. Okay, so the nice thing about these is you've got the tear-off strips there. And then it's got the resealable bag. So obviously you don't have to eat all of the jerky in one sitting. You can eat a little bit of it at a time. And then reseal the bag in kind of Ziploc sort of style. Nice smell. And then finish them later. Okay, I can feel already it's soft. Sometimes the jerky is real hard and hard to chew. I can feel already in my hand it's got a real soft texture to it. Nice dark red color to it. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay. It's got a good texture. It's not too tough, but it is a little bit chewy, and that's good. You want beef jerky to be a little bit chewy, but it's not extremely tough. And it's got a good flavor. You can definitely taste that barbecue flavor to it. But it's not overbearing. It's like a light barbecue flavor. Pretty good. I like it. Now, of course, beef jerky is a great snack for when you're wanting protein, but maybe you're on the go. You don't have time to sit down for like a sandwich or something. You just go ahead and get you some beef jerky. It's nice for like when you go hunting, for the hunters out there. Take some beef jerky with you out in the woods, and it's a nice little snack to get you through the day while you're out there hunting for deer or whatever you're looking for. Okay, now we're trying the sweet teriyaki. That's even more tender. Okay, about the same tenderness. That first bite was just real tender. It's not real chewy at all. Well, it's chewy, but it's not real tough at all. Very tender. See the same color, same texture. Not really a big difference in the flavor. Honestly, I can't tell the difference between the flavor between this and the original. There you go. Got a little bit of hint of that teriyaki flavor. Just a little bit on that one. Those first couple bites, couldn't really taste the difference. Extremely tender. Normally when you think of beef jerky, it's tough. Something you really have to chew and kind of gnaw on a little bit. Not this. This is real tender. There's that nice teriyaki flavor. All right, good deal. Both of these are good so far. Okay, let's go ahead and seal this one back up. That's 2 down. 4 to go. Okay, let's try the roasted garlic. And I like that these are easy open. Just rip it right off. Don't have to struggle with it. Okay, here's the roasted garlic. My goodness, just these all look identical. This one feels a little bit more solid, a little bit harder texture than the first two. And you see where it rips off. This one's definitely chewier. This one, the texture is more like I imagine when I think traditionally of beef jerky. See how that you had to tear a little bit? I like the tenderness of the first two better than this one, as far as the texture. Flavor-wise, this is good beef jerky. The meat is good. You can taste that barbecue sauce, but it's not overbearing. It's just a light flavoring, and the specific flavor of each one is just very subtle. Like the roasted garlic on this, you have to really concentrate on that flavor to get it. You can barely taste the garlic. Okay, seal this one back up. Okay, let's rate these first three before we move on to the last three. We start with the original. I'd give it a 7. Sweet teriyaki, also a 7. The roasted garlic, actually, let me go back on that. The original, 7.5. I'm going to give it a little bit of bump. Sweet teriyaki, a 7. And the reason for that, the original, it's got a little bit more burst to that taste than the teriyaki does. You can really taste the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Sorry, I don't know if you heard me or not. That traffic motorcycle went by. That's Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce kind of popped on the original. So you could really taste that flavor. On the sweet teriyaki, you couldn't really taste a lot of difference in it. That teriyaki flavor, it's there, but it's so subtle, you almost miss it. Same thing with the roasted garlic. You could barely taste the garlic at all in it. So, the original, I really like that. It's nice and tender, very good texture, easy to chew. I'm giving it a 7.5. The sweet teriyaki, I give a 7. And it loses a couple points only because you can't really taste that teriyaki as much. The garlic, I give a 6.5. Once again, because you can't really taste that garlic that much. It's good, and again, it's good. All of them, it's good jerky. Actually, make that a 6 instead of 6.5 because it is a little bit tougher also. A little bit tougher. And you can't really taste the garlic in it. Okay, now we're going to the honey barbecue. This one a little bit tougher to open there. Once again, It's nice that these are resealable. Yep. All right, so let's try the honey barbecue. Okay, this feels soft. Again, the color is about the same. Okay, a little bit chewier texture. Not as chewy as the garlic one, but not quite as tender as the first two. So it's somewhere in between as far as the textures. But real soft it feels on this piece. That piece has real good texture, like the first two packages. So I guess it's hit and miss with the texture on these. The flavor, getting that barbecue flavor. Then again, it's not really all that much different from the regular, the classic style or flavor. This piece is real chewy. This one's tougher. You have to bite down hard into it. So the texture is extremely variable between the different pieces. So you're not going to get a consistency there, apparently. Once again, I can barely taste that honey flavor at all. So I'm going to give this one also a 7. Just like I did with the sweet teriyaki. Because it's good, but those flavors just don't pop. And if you're trying the different flavors, you don't want them all to taste alike. And basically, that's basically what they're doing with these, that they're all tasting alike, which is the very subtle little difference in the taste. Okay, now we get to the sweet and spicy. This is the one that I imagine I would probably like the least, because sweet and spicy isn't my favorite flavor. But once again, I imagine it's probably going to be subtle based on what the other ones are like. Feels like a nice soft texture. Go ahead and take a look at that. Nice soft texture on this one. I really like that soft texture where you don't have to bite down real hard on it. Almost melts in your mouth. Okay, you're getting just a little bit of a hint of that spicy in it. There, I'm starting to feel it in my mouth. Okay, now this one, again, sweet and spicy is my favorite flavor, but I'm going to give these guys credit because this one right here, you can actually taste that flavor. For all the other ones, as I said, the flavor is just so subtle that you can't really taste the difference. On this one, I'm tasting that difference. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a 7 on this one. Even though I prefer the other ones, if I was going to buy it for myself, I would get the other flavors. I wouldn't get this one because it's not my favorite flavor, but I like how that flavor pops in your mouth. So if you're a fan of sweet and spicy and you want to taste that distinct flavor, then you're going to enjoy that. Try to get some of this flavor out of my mouth. So that I'm not contaminating my taste buds when I try these different flavors. Okay, and that leaves us finally with the premium brand Smokehouse Sausage Sticks. And we're going to go ahead and try these. Okay, and here's what these look like. I'll hold it up. I'll hold one of these up to my next to my index finger for size. Let me set this one down. So I'm only holding one. There, see the top is on the tip of my finger. And the bottom comes down to right there where you meet the crease in the palm of my hand. So I'll give you the general size of how big these are. And this was just slightly smaller, but they're about the same size, might as well say. Good texture. Nice and solid. It's got a subtle flavor. I'm not really tasting the barbecue sauce on it. It's kind of bland, actually, tasting, which isn't bad. I'm going to give these a 6. I'm going to give the flavor, well, see, the texture is good. I really like this texture. And the flavor's not bad, but it's just kind of bland. I've had some jerkies that they have kind of an odd sweetness to them that is almost off-putting. Different brand name. And I can't remember what the brand is. I'll have to get them sometime from the gas station and compare those to these. But the flavor is just like a 5 or 4.5. It's actually not even 5. The flavor is just not that great. Needs more barbecue flavor on it. Stronger barbecue sauce. I think that's what it is. I'm going to give it a 4.5. No, I'm going to give it a 5 because I have to give it credit for the texture. The texture is really good on this, but that's all really has going for it. And the flavor is not horrible, but it's bland and it's just a little bit less than average. It's not even as good as average beef sticks flavor. If it had a little bit of more of the barbecue sauce flavor to it, I think that would go a long way to improving the taste of this. If this had the same flavor as the beef jerky, I would give it a 7. But right now, this is only like a, oh man, it's somewhere between a 4.5 and a 5.5. I have to give them points for the texture. The texture is good. But that flavor, it's not horrible. But I wouldn't buy this again. Not this one. The others I would. Personally, for me, if I was going to go back to the store and get more of these, I would pass on these. These, again, I give a, I'm going to say 5.5. 5.5 on these. On the sweet and spicy, what did I say, a 6? A 6 on these. Honey barbecue. No. I take it back. This was a 6.5. 6.5 on the sweet and spicy. A 6 on the honey barbecue. A 6.5 on the roasted garlic. A 7 on the sweet teriyaki. And a 7.5 on the original. The original's my favorite. So that's it. That's Bridgeford brand beef jerky. Various flavors here. Made with Sweet Baby Ray's gourmet sauce. And again, where these ones that failed, where they fell through, is they either didn't have enough of the barbecue sauce flavor, which this does have. That's why I like this one. You can taste that Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and it tastes good. That's why this one got a good score from me. But the ones that failed, in my estimation, either they didn't have enough of the barbecue sauce flavor, or they didn't have enough distinction to where the flavor that's supposed to be featured on them to distinguish them from the other flavors just wasn't as vivid. You couldn't really taste that flavor difference enough. So that's my verdict. Bridgeford brand Sweet Baby Ray's beef jerky. Anyway, yeah, they're starting to get ready for the picnic. I'm going to go ahead and eat a few more pieces of this one while we finish out the video. We're 28 minutes in. Good texture. Real good texture on these ones. I can taste that sauce. This is good stuff. Definitely a 7.5. Anyway, my phone's starting to get high temperature, so this may shut off here in a few minutes. If it does, have a great weekend. But in the meantime, as long as we stay on here, next weekend, we're not going to be live. Next weekend will be a pre-recorded video. I'm able to do our video today live, even though it's like a just a small, shorter one, and we're not having a full meal. We're having our dinner this afternoon, the church dinner, but it's not till 5 p.m. So I had the time I could go ahead and do this live today with you guys. But next weekend, I have a family reunion right at noon. So the time that normally I would be going live to do this stream, I'm going to be with my family. And obviously, I'm not going to be doing a live stream while I'm, socializing with my family. And even though that might be something interesting to have that type of food for one of these, it's just not appropriate to have in public with other people around in the background of the video and stuff. That would be an invasion of their privacy potentially. So instead of going live next weekend, I'm going to upload a previously recorded video of a food review that I did recently, that I prepared for an occasion such as this. I'm working on editing it right now, getting it down to the size to where I'm able to actually save it with my software. Right now, the video is close to an hour long, and my video or software won't let me save videos that are that length in high definition. So the options are I could either cut it up into parts, or I can keep going back in and editing out little bits and pieces of it to get it down to a smaller size, or I can just do it in a lower resolution. And I don't want to have to do that. I want it to be high enough resolution to where it's good quality, that you guys can hear the voice clearly, you can see clearly the food and everything on the video. So I'm working on that right now, editing that down and getting it exactly to where I'm able to save it and upload it. So that's what I plan to do next weekend, to have that uploaded for you guys. So this time next weekend, just come back just like you did today, only it won't be live, it'll be pre-recorded. And instead of doing a live chat, you can comment in the description, or not the description, in the comments section. But anyway, that's what we have on the agenda for next weekend. Anyway, we're 32 minutes in, and they're setting up right now the barbecue pit for our annual church picnic, which is going on in a couple of hours. And so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and we're going to go ahead and get the ball rolling on that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Again, we'll be back next weekend for another episode of Mutt Club. In the meantime, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. we'll be uploading a bunch of light side music reviews videos where I react to different songs. And this week, some of the ones we've got coming up, we've got Willie Nelson's new song is coming up on Friday. We've got a new artist to the channel coming up on Thursday called New Horizon, and they're like a Swedish metal band, so that's going to be interesting. We've got a new song from Pat Boone, who is a classic singer back from the 1950s, pop singer, pop sensation actually. He was a teen heartthrob back in the day. Let's see what else we got. We got two more videos, Monday and Tuesday. What are they? I'm thinking of all these from memory. I can't remember what the other two are. Oh, the Monday one is a family on YouTube puts out the parodies. They did a parody of a Meatloaf song, and so that's coming up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And then and on Tuesday, this one's really cool. Those of you that are fans of Marvel movies, the guy that plays Hawkeye in the Marvel movies, what's his name? Anyway, he just released a new album, and we're reacting to the first track off of that, and it's really cool. So that's what we got coming up this week on the Light Side Music Reactions, Monday through Friday, every morning through the week at 10 a.m. Come back here into this channel and check those out. And then we'll be back here Sunday afternoon for another episode of Mutt Club. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great week. Hope that you're blessed, and hope your family's well. My family is doing great, and I'm going to be spending next weekend with my family for a family reunion. So I wish you and yours a very wonderful week, and we'll see you later. Have a great week, guys. Bye.